Hello guys, this is the second episode of the London system opening repertoire. So today we're going to be learning about an opening variation that is annoying to me that made me quit playing the London system for rated chess. But I'm going to provide you an antidote to make sure that you don't quit the London system. So basically it goes d4 and then go g6. So if you're not feeling like you want to play the London system, you can play e4 just as modern or c4. So I play just the bishop move to f4, just London system, just sticking with this repertoire. They go bishop e7, we go e3, which is typical three moves that we do. They go d6, we go knight f3. They go knight d7, and this is the part where I just got frustrated. I did not do my homework, and at this point over the board I saw this one and I was taking too much time and realized that there's no way to stop e5. So even if I go d5, this basically is blundering this exchange. So there's no way to stop the e5. So I just didn't know what to do and just dropped the whole opening entirely. But now, with the help of Stockfish and Leela, the dynamic duo, they recommend to me h3, which is a very natural London move. Basically, have the bishop going to square to h2, which is very typical of the London system, not unusual. So e5, bishop h2. So now everything is safe. You don't have to combat with e5 as much. So there's two main moves. One is the aggressive e4, and the second one is the main taking d4. So let's talk about e4 first. So now we're going to go knight d2. They go d5 to protect that pawn because it was being attacked by the knight. We go c4, attacking this pawn d5. They go knight f6, defending. Knight c3, attacking it again. So e6 is defending d5. We take this pawn, they take back, and now we're going to go queen b3, two attackers and one defender. So they are desperate to just save the pawn. So they go knight b6, but we have this really cool plan of a4, trying to play a5 to dislodge the knight from b6. So they can go a5, but we have a really cool dominating move that black should resign really quickly. So knight b5. Trying to do a fork. There's knight c6, and also bishop c7 is the fork of the queen and the knight. So basically the game is over. Let's look at the e takes d4 line, which is more main line than the e4 line. So they're going to take a d4. We'll take back with our pawn. They go knight f6. We go bishop e3 developing. They castle. They can go queen e7, but we can go bishop e2 back. No arms, no problems. So I can castle next move. So they usually castle. We castle. They go b6 to try to fianchetto the bishop on b7 to control e4 with the knight. So basically, the middle game is a battle of controlling this square, e4. So we're going to go c4, bishop b7, and knight c3. There's two attackers and two defenders. So black is going to try to say, hey, I'll just have three attackers, and I'll say, I'll just have three defenders. So black can say, I'll swap this off, and it's very important to take with the knight, because if you take the queen, they have options to dabble with if they want to just ruin your pawn structure. If they go there with the queen, this one, and the pawns are really ugly. You have the bishop pair, but I don't know about the pawn situation. So I take with the knight, which is more solid. You can go back to f3 in any moment. So they go d5, which is really cool and double-edged though. It's trying to just have us have an isolated pawn d4. But d6 was doing a really good job of blunting this bishop on h2. Well, d5 is not so much. So we go knight b5, attacking this with knight. So if they go c6, knight d6. They can go bishop a6, but we can do this really cool sort of maneuver of attacking. So they take. I'll take on d5. He'll take on d3, but I'll take on c6. Two things are hanging, and I think that white is totally, really much better. So the main move is going to be knight e8. Is a passive move. Very, very passive move. But we're going to play knight, like take on d5. They're going to take back, and we're going to play knight f3, just making sure that the knight is still developed and active. So we have active pieces compared to them, especially the knight in e8 is only doing guard duties. So they go c6 now. We can't do knight d6 because, well, we're going to tear the knights, and basically they have more active pieces. So we don't want to trade a very passive knight for a very active knight. So we go knight c3, attacking the bishop. So black is thinking that he's clever and he can win the pawn with taking f3 and taking d4. But we have this really cool idea now, rook d1. So indirectly, we're preventing knight e5 because we're going to take this knight with a bishop and take a g6 with a discovered attack on the queen. And the queen and the knight are defending d1.